In this tutorial video, we are going to be learning how to self-host n8n inside our own machine with the help of Docker, and also we'll be requiring the host and webhook URL. For this, we are going to be using our own custom domain for proxy our n8n port localhost 5678. We'll be using Cloudflare tunnels to expose that port to public internet from our local machine. Now, if you want to use the same setup in your production server, then you can also use that. It's going to be exactly same. The only difference will be that instead of your local machine, you'll be deploying it in your production VPS or server. Now, you might be thinking that why we should use Cloudflare tunnels when we are building applications from our local machine. Our IP address changes frequently, like sometimes we are connected to Wi-Fi, sometimes we are connected to hotspot, and depending upon that, if we want that automatically it should update our domain IP address. For that we should be definitely using Cloudflare tunnels because it does all of these things automatically and we don't need to worry about it. We can simply focus on building our application. For this tutorial, I've already written a blog post that you can follow along and get all the necessary codes from here. For the prerequisite, make sure that you have Docker installed in your system and you have a Cloudflare account where you have at least one domain that you are going to be using for this. For this, we are going to be using a subdomain, not a root domain, so don't worry about that. If you don't have Docker installed in your system, then you can simply search for Docker install, and depending upon your operating system, you can install it in Windows, Mac, Linux. Now, after Docker is installed in your system, you need to open your terminal and verify by running this command docker ---- version in Docker's compose version. If you are getting this kind of response, that means that Docker is installed in your system. Next, we need to proceed with Cloudflare account. So if you don't have any Cloudflare account, then you can create a free account. Here inside your Cloudflare dashboard, you need to visit networking, and from here you are going to be getting the tunnels option. Click here. From here you need to click on create tunnel. Let's name it as home n8n because we are running it inside our local machine. Create the tunnel, and now we'll be only requiring the token because everything is going to be done with using Docker. So for this we only need the access token. Now our tunnel is ready. Now we need to write the Docker compose script. For this, you need to open the folder where you wish to write the Docker script. For this, let's choose the documents folder. Here I'm going to be creating a new folder, name it as n8n, and then navigating to that folder. And now here we are going to be writing the Docker compose script. For this, we'll be using the nano editor docker-compose.yml, and next we'll be needing the script. For this you can follow the blog post. Here I have written the full script. You can simply copy this and paste it here. Here basically we are using two images. First is our Cloudflare image where we are going to be using our Cloudflare tunnel, and next is our n8n official Docker image. Here we need our n8n host and webhook URL, and all the data are stored inside the n8n data folder that will get created when we start our n8n container. Now, here we need to replace our host name. So for this, we can write our own custom domain that is available inside Cloudflare tunnel. Let's name it as home-n8n because this is my local machine. And here also it will be the same. And now here we need to replace our Cloudflare tunnel with actual token that we are getting. Now here, as you can see here, we are getting the actual token. So we need to copy this. We'll not need the full command. We'll be only requiring the actual token. So we can simply copy this token and paste it here, replacing this. Now we have replaced with all the correct values. Now we can save it. Now to run the Docker compose file, we'll need to call docker compose up, and here first you will see that it is starting the Cloudflare tunnel. So here it's showing that our n8n is accessible using this URL. but we have not yet added any route here. So we need to first add a route and expose our port. For this, we need to choose the exact same domain that we have specified. So subdomain was home-n8n, and this time we should be knowing that since our n8n is running on localhost 5678, so when we visit localhost 5678, then we can access it through our localhost. But if you detach it and use Docker PS, you'll find that n8n is running on localhost 5678 and Cloudflare will not access it from localhost 5678. Instead, they will access it from n8n 5678. The host name will be n8n. So here inside our terminal, it will be http://n8n 5678. n8n is the host name because it is running locally, so it is going to access n8n and then the endpoint. Just add the route, and now we have added our route. Now we can visit this website. So make sure to have it HTTPS. So now as you can see, here we are accessing our local n8n using our own custom domain. If we want, we can also use localhost. Now if we want to expose it, then Cloudflare tunnels is a very good option. And here as usual, you need to do your setup, and here you can fill up any email name that you want, but make sure to remember the email and password. And click on next. Make sure to remember the email and password. Now all those things you can just fill any option that you want and click on get started. And you don't need a license key here. You can just skip this option. And here successfully we have run n8n inside our own local machine. Now let's test it by creating a very basic workflow. Like here we are going to be doing a API call and returning the response. So for this, for trigger, let me choose webhook call. Let's name the path as docpics. And first let us listen to this, copy this endpoint. So here we are getting workflow as started. And when we call this endpoint, we are getting all this response and everything. So what we want here, when we call this webhook, we want to do a HTTP call. Here we need to mainly fetch an API request. For this, we are using this dogs API. We can just call this API and get this kind of response. So we'll just fetch this API. Let's execute this step. Here we are getting the response like message and success. When we call this webhook, we'll do this HTTP request, and after we fetch the API, we know that we are going to be getting the response in message. We can redirect the user to this URL. So inside webhook, respond to webhook, and here we can just redirect to the URL that we are getting from json.message. We need to just drag and drop. And now here one more setup, like we don't want to respond immediately. Here when last endpoint works, that it responds to webhook node. And now it's connected. Let's execute the workflow. When the user visits this website again, they are getting redirected to this website. So that means it's correct. But we can do one more thing. Instead, we can add one more HTTP request where we call this image URL and then get the data. Here we are going to be getting the data, get image data, and then from this data, here we are getting the data image, and instead of this, we can return full binary file and it will be our data file. So here we are getting the same item now. So now here what we are doing, instead of redirecting, when we call this webhook, it will first do an HTTP request, download the image, and then respond with the image. Now we can simply copy this endpoint and execute the workflow, visit the URL, and that's how we are getting the images. Now we can simply publish this endpoint, like let's name it as dog images workflow and publish it. Now, instead of this webhook test, we can visit webhook, and this way, every time we access this endpoint, it's going to be sending random dog images like this. So in this way, it's very simple to create workflows using n8n. In next couple of videos, we are going to be building from basic to advanced workflows and learn how we can use n8n for more use cases. So that's all for this video.